We welcome you inside the Doghouse for another edition of What Did Our Student Athletes and John Jay Bloodhounds Do This Summer? I'm Joey Jarzynka, the digital multimedia coordinator for the John Jay Athletics Department. And this afternoon, we are joined by junior midfielder for the women's soccer program, Tarah Kennedy. Tarah, thank you so much for joining me here this afternoon. How are things on your side of New York?
Very good. It's a beautiful day outside and I'm excited and yeah, it's a great day.
Yeah, you've got soccer coming up in a few days. Should be a ton of fun to see what goes down in your season opening match against Old Westbury. But before we get there, we want to start off with what you did during the summer because summer's almost over, or summer really is over. But of course, we like to go back and kind of reminisce on a few really cool experiences that some of our Bloodhounds were able to put together this past summer. And for you, you were able to intern with Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark in her office. What a cool experience. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so basically, with the Bronx District Attorney, there were about 30 college interns and about 70 law student interns. We were all grouped together. We were assigned different bureaus, and myself with a team of 5 other girls were with the Discovery Compliance Bureau. So basically, what this bureau does is it goes through every document, every file, every piece of evidence that's needed in a court trial, or not even a court trial, like any case that's going on in the courthouse. So basically, some of the tasks that I did were like redaction. So we would go through documents and remove personal information such as social security numbers, credit card numbers, house addresses, things like that. And we would send those documents over to defense attorneys or prosecutors. Um, we did this a lot, and we also dealt with a huge human trafficking case there in the Bronx. We went through different check-in cards for hotels and just helping the attorneys gather evidence for some different cases.
It must be a very difficult thing to see, especially when these are things that you would see on the news and you don't really see it with your own two eyes. It must have been challenging for some of the interns, especially at a younger age, to see such gruesome things early on in their collegiate days as well as their careers.
Yeah, it was definitely difficult coming home and trying to like leave it at work. Like obviously the like motto of a prosecutor is it is your job, but if you take so much home with you, it really affects your mental health. So it was a lot to see, but being a criminal justice major and studying, wanting to go into that area, it's very interesting. It's very heartbreaking the different things that go on that you don't know about, but it's also very interesting to see like the processes that you go through and everything that happens behind the scenes.
So, what were some of the tasks that you were assigned at the Bronx DA's office?
So like I said, one of our big ones was a human trafficking case.
Yeah.
So we went through every member that checked into that hotel in a certain time period, and it was found out that this was basically a motel being ran as like a brothel.
Yeah.
And we went through and highlighted names, check-in dates, time out, time in, and just helped the prosecutors connect who was where at what time because they were trying to catch certain suspects. So that is what we worked on for a lot of the summer.
Yeah.
And then we also did a lot of NYPD lawsuits. So if NYPD had cases going on and say someone they arrested or someone they took to court took a lawsuit against them, we went through a lot of documents for those officers and sent them over to prosecutors.
Well, a little bit more of a cooler experience, if you will, possibly a little less negative, but you even took part in a mock trial, which must have been a very cool experience. Tell us a little bit about that experience for you and for the other interns as well.
Yes, so the mock trial was definitely my favorite part of the internship. We were assigned two different coaches who were both ADAs with the Bronx District Attorney, and we would have classes or like sessions every week, 2 times a week with our team and our coaches. And basically, each of us were assigned a certain part of the case, and they gave us a fake case, obviously, but it was designed so it was equal for defense and prosecution. And so I was assigned to do the cross examination of the defendant in the case, who was a murderer, who was being charged for murder one, or I can't remember the other charge, but regardless, I had to do the cross examination and, like, I don't know if you know what a motion in limine is, but it's when you file in court like things that can be taken out and like not said in court for certain reasons. I was in charge of that stuff. So it was a really fun experience. It was really fun to work with the team. And my team did end up winning the case. And I also won the best prosecutor for the internship.
Wow, look at that. So not only having the experience, that you were able to take in from this past summer, but you were even, given some accolades too for having such a solid mock trial. So that's really really
Yeah.
good stuff to hear. And my last question to you, Tara, is that after completing this internship, is this something that you would continue to pursue after your collegiate days are complete?
So it's a funny question. Before I did this internship, I had no desire whatsoever to go into like law or like go to law school. But after I kind of like did it and saw it and like practiced it, I was like, okay, this is something I'm really good at. So I am now currently studying for my LSAT.
Love to hear it. And I
Mhm.
really hope that you continue to do well in it. Good luck the rest of the way. And also, too, for those that want to know where you can find Tara, she is on the soccer pitch. She'll be on not only on Friday against Old Westbury, but beyond once the season starts on September 1. Tara, thank you so much for joining me here on Inside the Doghouse. And we will see you this soccer season for the John Jay Athletics.
Thank you for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for more Bloodhound information, please visit johnjathletics.com. And if you want to see more of our Inside the Doghouse videos, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, follow us at JJ Athletics on Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere you can find your videos. Alongside Tarah Kennedy, Joey Jarzynka saying so long, and we will see you all for another edition of Inside the Doghouse next week.